Hello everybody, I hope you have had a great time. Well, now we're gonna see Unit 3. First, we're gonna start with the present simple tense. You use this tense for routines, general truth, or customs. You can use it to describe the situation and facts. In the present simple tense, you have to use auxiliaries. In this case, you have two different kinds of auxiliaries. First, does and do. Does is singular. You use does with he, she, or it. You use do, plural, with we, they, you. Do is used to with I, the first person singular. For affirmative sentences, you have this following structure. First, you have to write the subject, the verb, and then the complement. Here we can observe different examples. She wears sweaters and pants. They always arrive late. The moon appears at night. The earth is round. In the simple present tense, you have to use or you have to add a final S when you use he, she, or it. You always have to add a final S. For instance, she needs help. He needs help. Or it eats a lot. Negative sentences. In negative sentences, we have this following structure. First, the subject. Then we have to write do or does. It depends if you're using a plural or a singular subject. Then we have to write not, the verb, and finally the complement. Here we have some examples. He doesn't like strawberries. They don't lie. The moon doesn't appear in the morning. The earth is not square. You can notice that he is using the auxiliary does, and they, the plural, is using the auxiliary do. In interrogative sentences, you have to use the auxiliaries too. First, you have to write do or does, the subject, the verb, and the complement. Here we have some examples. Does he like strawberries? Do they lie? Does the moon appear in the morning? Is the earth square? If you can notice, in interrogative sentences and in negative sentences, you don't have to add a final S. You have to add that final S just in affirmative statements. Now, we're going to talk about like and dislike. When you want to express feelings, ideas, wishes, or likes or dislike, you use different words. The most important verbs are enjoy, hate, like, dislike or don't like, and love. Here we have some examples. I enjoy having fun. They hate listening tropical music. He like or they like watching action movies. I dislike or I don't like working in a closed area. I love drinking cappuccinos. If you can notice, you have to add a final ing after these words. With these words, you have to add ing to the verb which follow them. Count and non-count nouns. In this case, countable or uncountable nouns. We use not count false nouns like money when we see things as a whole. We use count nouns like coin when we refer to things we can count. Where countable nouns. Countable nouns are things we can count. Count nouns take a or an in the singular and take s or final s in the plural. Uncountable nouns, things we can not count, well, just have one form, not singular, not plural. So we have different kinds of non-counts or uncountable nouns. We have 5 different groups. The first one is nouns that have no distinct separate parts. We look at the whole, like wine, poultry, meat. Group 2, nouns that have parts that are too small or insignificant to count, like hair, grass, and sand. The group 3, nouns that are area classes or categories of things. The members of the categories are not the same. Some examples are food, makeup. Group 4, nouns that are area abstractions, like beauty, advice, and passion. Group 5, subjects of study, English, Spanish, political science, and so on. These 5 groups are the different kinds of non-countable or uncountable nouns. We have irregular plural too. For instance, there are some words that they don't have a plural like the other words, adding just a final s. Here we have some examples and explanations. Examples: child, children; man, men; woman, women; foot, feet; tooth, teeth; mouse, mice; person, people.